Hello dear children, welcome to Inverse Trigonometric Functions. In the today's class we are going to discuss about a miscellaneous exercise on the topic Inverse Trigonometric Functions. Okay, so here we'll see the questions now. Find the value of the following. Okay, so what is the first sum here? The first sum is cos inverse of cos 13 pi by 6. Okay, so you know this type of examples, how to do this one. Okay, so the first question is find the value of cos inverse of cos 13 pi by 6. Okay, so you know already from the property 1 that cos inverse of cos x is x. Okay, if it is cos inverse of cos x is x, that time what it is, x should be belongs to closed interval 0 to pi. Okay, so if we applied the property number 1, cos inverse of cos x is x, therefore x should be belongs to closed interval 0 to pi using property 1. But 13 pi by 6, you see 13 into 30, that is 390 which is obviously not belongs to closed interval 0 to pi. Okay, so we need to convert this 390 13 pi by 6 to some obtuse angle or acute angle which lies from 0 to pi. Okay, so that we are doing cos inverse of cos 13 pi by 6. We are writing using allied angles from trigonometry that cos inverse of cos, this 13 pi can be done as what here in terms of denominator 12 pi plus pi whole divided by 6, right? Therefore we can write cos inverse of cos, that 12 pi plus pi whole divided by 6 you divide to both numerators, so 12 pi by 6, this will becomes what here, 2 pi plus pi by 6. Okay, so therefore we are getting cos inverse of cos 2 pi plus theta. Here see 2 pi plus theta, 2 pi is nothing but 360 plus theta which is lies in the first quadrant. In the first quadrant cos is positive, so no need of changing its sign, and it is multiples of 180, that is nothing but 360, so no need of changing cos to sign also. Therefore this becomes cos pi by 6. Cos of 2 pi plus theta is cos theta. Therefore cos inverse of cos x, that is what here x. Now this time our x is obviously belongs to closed interval 0 to pi. Okay, so this is the example cos inverse of cos 13 pi by 6. Its value is what here, pi by 6, which lies from 0 to pi. Okay, so let me consider now second example. Find the value of tan inverse of tan 7 pi by 6. Okay, so how to find this value? Tan inverse of tan 7 pi by 6. Okay, so tan inverse of tan 7 pi by 6. Okay, so you know already from the property number 1 that tan inverse of tan x is what here, x only. So if tan inverse of tan x is x, this x should be belongs to open interval minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. Okay, so you know if tan inverse of tan x is there, it should be x, that x should be belongs to open interval minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. Now think this 7 pi by 6, is it lies from minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2? 7 pi by 6, it's nothing but 7 into 30, that is what, 210. 210 is obviously not belongs to open interval minus 90 to plus 90. So that we should convert this 7 pi by 6 to some acute angle, so which lies from minus 90 to plus 90. Okay, so therefore I am considering this tan inverse of tan 7 pi by 6. Now I am reducing 7 pi by 6 using allied angle. Therefore tan of 7 pi can be written as what here, pi 7 pi by 6 can be written as pi plus pi by 6. Okay, so tan inverse of tan pi plus pi by 6, pi plus pi by 6 which lies in the third quadrant. In the third quadrant tan is positive, so the sign will be positive here, and because of 180 degree tan is not changing to cot, it remains as it is. Therefore tan of pi plus theta is tan theta, that is what here, tan pi by 6. Okay, so therefore this answer tan inverse of tan x is x, where x should be belongs to open interval minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. Okay, so like this we should find these values. Okay, so now we will take next examples. So the next example comes, prove the following. Okay, so what we have to prove, LHS equals to RHS or RHS equals to LHS here. Okay, so then first sum comes here. The third sum I am going to consider. Prove that 2 sin inverse 3 by 5 which is equals to what here, tan inverse 24 by 7. Okay, so now what to prove here, 2 sin inverse, third sum, 2 sin inverse 3 by 5, 2 sin inverse 3 by 5 which is equals to what, tan inverse 24 divided by 7. Okay, so how to do this one? This one 2 sin inverse in terms of tan inverse means obviously we need to consider this one to tan inverse. If you converting the sin inverse to tan inverse, then we can have the formula 2 tan inverse x. Then we can apply 2 tan inverse x formula, right? Then that time we are getting the value in terms of what here? Tan inverse. Okay, so that I am considering LHS side here. LHS side can be written as 2 sin inverse 3 by 5. Okay, so now you know how to convert this sin inverse to tan. Okay, consider now right angle triangle. Here opposite side is 3 and hypotenuse is 5. Obviously the adjacent side will becomes 4. Therefore this one is 2, keep as it is. Sin inverse 3 by 5 convert it into tan inverse. Say therefore this will becomes tan inverse. Okay, opposite by adjacent side, that is what? 3 by 4. 2 tan inverse 3 by 4. Okay, we are having from the property number 7 that 2 tan inverse x can be written in terms of sin inverse, cos inverse as well as tan inverse, but we want the answer in terms of tan inverse, so use 2 tan inverse x in terms of tan inverse. Okay, so we know the formula 2 tan inverse x in terms of tan inverse, that is what? Tan inverse of 2x by 1 minus x square. When so property number 7 I am using. What is the property number 7? 2 tan inverse x in terms of tan, that is what? Tan inverse of 2x divided by 1 minus x square. When this formula holds good, when x should be greater than minus 1 and less than plus 1. Okay, so now think 3 by 4. 3 by 4 always lies from minus 1 to plus 1. So now we can use this formula here. So therefore 2 tan inverse x can be written as tan inverse of 2x. What is x here? 3 by 4. 2x divided by 1 minus x square. What is x square here? 3 by 4 whole square. Okay, so therefore numerator can be written as, this one will cancel here, 2 ones are 2 twos are, therefore this becomes 3 by 2 whole divided by 1 minus 3 by 4 whole square, that becomes what here? 9 by 16. Okay, so therefore tan inverse of numerator will becomes 3 by 2 whole divided by denominator LCM is 16 minus 9. Okay, so what it becomes? 16 minus 9, 16 minus 9 will become 7 by 16. Okay, so therefore again we can write this one as tan inverse of 3 by 2 into 16 by 7. Okay, so again we'll cancel this one, so we can get this value as tan inverse of 8 into 3, that is what here? 24. That what? 24 whole divided by 7. Okay, so therefore this is equals to what here? RHS side. Okay, so we have converted 2 sin inverse 3 by 5 as tan inverse 24 by 7. Okay, so now we'll consider next example. The next example is, prove that sin inverse 8 by 17 plus sin inverse 3 by 5 as tan inverse 77 divided by 36. Okay, so now we'll consider now fourth example. The fourth example comes here. Sin inverse 8 by 17 plus sin inverse 3 by 5, which is equals to what here? Tan inverse 77 by 36. Okay, so this one we have to do here. So what is LHS side? We'll consider now LHS side to do this sum. Sin inverse of 8 by 17 plus sin inverse 3 by 5. Okay, we don't know the formula sin inverse x plus sin inverse y. Okay, so therefore we needed to convert this sin inverse to tan inverse as well as this sin inverse of 3 by 5 also to tan inverse. Okay, so that I am doing this one, I am converting into tan inverse. Now take the right angle triangle. 8 is the opposite side, 17 is the hypotenuse, so therefore adjacent side will becomes 15. Okay, from this, and I am writing this sin inverse 8 by 17 in terms of tan. Tan definition is what here? Opposite by adjacent side. Therefore this is tan inverse of 8 by 15. Okay, plus, and for this also we should convert to tan. Here 3 is the opposite side, 5 is the hypotenuse, therefore 4 will become its adjacent side. Therefore sin inverse 3 by 5 in terms of tan inverse of, okay, opposite by adjacent side, that becomes what here, 3 by 4. Okay, now we can use the formula tan inverse x plus tan inverse y. When it is possible, when x into y should be less than 1. Okay, what is x here? X is 8 by 15, y is what here, 3 by 4. Okay, so therefore 24 by 60 obviously less than 1, so that we can use the property number 6, that tan inverse x plus tan inverse y. Okay, so now what is the formula for tan inverse x plus tan inverse y? The formula is tan inverse of x plus y by 1 minus xy, so that we can write x plus y. X is 8 by 15 plus y is 3 by 4 whole divided by 1 minus xy. What is x here? 8 by 15 into y. What is y? 3 by 4. Okay, so therefore this becomes tan inverse of, okay, numerator LCM. What is the numerator LCM here? 15 into 4, that is what here, 60. Okay, and this is multiplied with 4, therefore we can get 8 into 4, that is what here, 32, plus, and this is multiplied with what here, 15, therefore 15 into 3, that becomes what here, 15 into 3, that becomes 45, whole divided by, denominator LCM is also what here, 60. Okay, and this is multiplied with 60 minus 24. Okay, so numerator LCM, denominator LCMs get cancels, so that we can have tan inverse numerator 32 plus 45. 32 plus 45 gives what here, 77, whole divided by 60 minus 24. 60 minus 24 is nothing but what here, 36. So this is what here, RHS side. Okay, so we don't know the formula sin inverse x plus sin inverse y. So we know only the formula tan inverse x plus tan inverse y and tan inverse x minus tan inverse y. So that we need to convert this to tan inverse, these two. Okay. So hope you understood this example. So now we'll go to next one. The fifth example I am going to consider. The fifth one is, okay, and make sure that this one is asked in 2019. Okay, 2019, this one is asked for 3 marks. Okay, what is the fifth question here? Fifth question is cos inverse 4 by 5 plus cos inverse 12 by 13 equals to cos inverse 33 by 65. This is asked in 2019 for 3 marks. Okay, so let me do this sum. The fifth one what they have asked. The fifth question is, prove that cos inverse 4 by 5 plus cos inverse 12 by 13, that is equals to what here? Cos inverse 33 by 65. Okay, so to prove LHS equals to RHS, now let me consider LHS side here. The LHS side becomes cos inverse 4 by 5 plus cos inverse 12 by 13. Okay, so now we know only the formula tan inverse x plus tan inverse y and tan inverse x minus tan inverse y. We don't know the formula of cos inverse x plus cos inverse y. So it's better to change cos inverse to tan inverse, and here also this cos inverse to tan inverse, or else you can apply another method also. Put this one as x and this one as y. You can get x plus y and apply cos of x plus y formula. Then you can get the answer as in terms of cos inverse. Okay, so which method is you are feeling easy, that one you do. Okay, so now I am converting this cos inverse 4 by 5 to tan inverse. Okay, so for that let me consider right angle triangle. Here 4 becomes the adjacent side, 5 will be the hypotenuse, so hence 3 will becomes the opposite side. Therefore cos inverse in terms of tan inverse definition is opposite by adjacent side. Therefore this becomes tan inverse 3 by 4 plus, and this also needed to convert in terms of what here, tan inverse, and then here adjacent side is 12, 13 is the hypotenuse, hence 5 will becomes opposite side. Therefore cos inverse 12 by 13 in terms of tan becomes tan inverse of what here, opposite by adjacent side, that is what here, 5 by 12. And now we can have the property number 6 here, tan inverse x plus tan inverse y, that is what, tan inverse of x plus y by 1 minus xy, with the condition that the product of x and y should be less than what here, 1. Okay, so 3 by 4 into 5 by 12, is it less than 1? Yes, obviously less than 1. Now we can apply property number 6. What is the property number 6? Tan inverse x plus tan inverse y is tan inverse of x plus y. X is 3 by 4 plus y is what here, 5 by 12 whole divided by 1 minus x into y. What is x? X is 3 by 4. What is y? 5 by 12. Okay, so using what here, property number 6. Okay, so now again tan inverse of, okay, simplify this one. Numerator LCM is what here, 48, and this is multiplied with 12 and this becomes 36 and this is multiplied with 4, it is multiplied with 4 becomes 20 and whole divided by denominator LCM is also 48 and 12 into 4 here becomes what here 48 minus 5 into 3 15. Okay, so therefore 48 get cancelled, so that we can have here tan inverse of numerator 36 plus 20, that becomes what here 56 whole divided by 48 minus 15. 48 minus 15 will becomes what here 33. Okay, so therefore answer is in terms of cos inverse. We got answer as tan inverse. Again you consider right angle triangle and convert to tan inverse to what here cos inverse. Okay, tan inverse 56 is what here 56 is opposite, 33 is what here adjacent side, therefore hypotenuse will becomes what here 65. Okay, so therefore we want answer in terms of cos inverse. Cos inverse definition is adjacent side by hypotenuse, therefore this becomes adjacent side cos inverse of 33 divided by what here 65. Okay, so that is what here RHS side. Okay, hope you understand this sum. Okay, so next let me take next example. The next example comes, prove that cos inverse 12 by 13 plus sin inverse 3 by 5, that is equals to what here sin inverse 56 by 65. Okay, so what to prove here? Prove that cos inverse 12 by 13. Okay, so let me consider sixth example. Prove that cos inverse 12 by 13 plus sin inverse 3 by 5 and this is equals to what here sin inverse 56 by 65. Okay, so let me consider, to prove this one, let me consider LHS side. So okay, what is LHS side here? The LHS side becomes cos inverse 12 by 13 plus sin inverse 3 by 5. Okay, so cos inverse 12 by 13 plus sin inverse 3 by 5. Okay, so here we don't know cos inverse x plus sin inverse y formula, so that we can apply here. We can convert cos inverse to tan inverse and this also to what here tan inverse. Okay, so I am converting cos inverse 12 by 13 to tan inverse. Here 12 becomes the adjacent side, 13 becomes the hypotenuse, hence 5 will becomes the opposite side, therefore cos inverse in terms of tan inverse becomes 5 by 12. Okay, plus sin inverse 3 by 5. Okay, convert it into what here tan inverse. Okay, so 3 is the opposite side, 5 is the hypotenuse, hence 4 will becomes its adjacent side, therefore sin inverse 3 by 5 in terms of tan inverse we can write tan inverse 3 by 4. Okay, so now we can apply the property number 6, tan inverse x plus tan inverse y as tan inverse of x plus y by 1 minus xy with the condition that x into y should be less than 1. What is x here? X is 5 by 12 into y 3 by 4. Okay, 15 by 48, that is always less than 1, so that we can apply the property number 6. Okay, tan inverse x plus y whole divided by 1 minus xy, 1 minus x into y here. Okay, so this I have applied property number 6. Okay, so therefore tan inverse numerator LCM is 48 and multiply 5 into 4, that becomes 20 plus 12 into 3, that is 36 whole divided by denominator LCM is also 48 and this becomes 48 minus 15. 48 get cancels. Again we are having tan inverse of numerator 20 plus 36. 20 plus 36, that is what here 56 whole divided by 48 minus 15. 48 minus 15, that is what here 33. Okay, so this becomes tan inverse 56 by 33 and we are having answer in terms of sin inverse 56 by 65. Again consider right angle triangle and convert to tan inverse in terms of sin inverse. Okay, so 56 is the opposite side, 33 will becomes the adjacent side, so that we can have 65 as the hypotenuse. Therefore sin inverse definition you know, that is what opposite by hypotenuse, therefore opposite side 56 divided by 65. Okay, so this is nothing but what here RHS side. Okay, so this one is the 6th example and now we'll consider now 7th one. So what is the 7th example? We'll see. Okay, So what is the example? Seventh one, tan inverse. Through that, tan inverse 63 by 16 is equals to sin inverse 5 by 13 plus cos inverse 3 by 5. Okay. So this one you try to do yourself. Okay. This one is try to do yourself. Okay, because I have explained the similar sums now, the 4th, 5th, 6th, all examples are similar to 7th one. And now consider, convert sin inverse 5 by 13 to tan inverse of something, and this also tan inverse, cos inverse 3 by 5, convert to tan inverse, and you are having tan inverse x plus tan inverse y formula, and whatever you are getting answer, that will become tan inverse 63 by 60. Okay, so this one you try to do yourself. Okay, so now we'll consider 8th one, 8th formula. 8th example. What is the 8th example? Prove that tan inverse 1 by 5 plus tan inverse 1 by 7 plus tan inverse 1 by 3 plus tan inverse 1 by 8, that is equals to what here? Pi by 4. Okay, so we'll consider now 8th example. The 8th example comes here. Prove that tan inverse 1 by 5 plus tan inverse 1 by 7 plus tan inverse 1 by 3 plus tan inverse 1 by 8, which is equals to what here? Pi by 4. We need to prove that the whole expression is equals to what here? Pi by 4. Okay. So to prove this, let me consider LHS side. So what is LHS side? Tan inverse 1 by 5 plus tan inverse 1 by 7 plus tan inverse 1 by 3 plus tan inverse 1 by 8. Okay, so to do this sum, take these two as one group and these two as one group, so that we can apply tan inverse x plus tan inverse y formula, and here also tan inverse x plus tan inverse y formula, with condition that xy should be less than 1. Obviously x into y is less than 1, 1 by 35 less than 1, 1 by 24 less than 1. Therefore we can apply here tan inverse x plus tan inverse y formula, that is what? Property number 6. Okay, so that we can apply here tan inverse of x plus y, tan inverse x plus tan inverse y as tan inverse of x plus y whole divided by 1 minus x into y, 1 minus x into y, plus, and this also tan inverse of tan inverse x plus tan inverse y, tan inverse of x plus y by 1 minus xy. Okay, so here also we can apply property number 6. Okay, so tan inverse, simplify this one. What is the LCM in the numerator? LCM in the numerator is 35, and this is multiplied with 7 plus 5 whole divided by, denominator is LCM is also 35, and this is multiplied with 35 minus 1 plus tan inverse. Okay, numerator LCM becomes 24, and this one is multiplied with 8, and this is multiplied with 3, and whole divided by, denominator LCM is also 24, and this becomes 24 minus 1. Denominator LCM, numerator LCM, both sides get cancelled, so that we can have here tan inverse, this one becomes 12 by 34 plus tan inverse 8 plus 3, that is 11 by 23. Okay, so therefore again we are having in the form tan inverse x plus tan inverse y, and now this one 12 by 34, again still we can simplify, this one becomes 12 6 and this becomes 12 17. Okay, 6 by 17 plus tan inverse of 11 by 23. Okay, so therefore tan inverse 6 by 17 plus tan inverse 11 by 23, and now think, is it less than 1? Product of x into y, so obviously product of x into y is less than 1. Again we can apply now property number 6, so therefore tan inverse x plus tan inverse y. Okay, so that we can have tan inverse x plus y. What is x here? 6 by 17 plus 11 by 23 and whole divided by 1 minus x into y. X is what here? 6 by 17 and into what here? 11 by 23. 1 minus xy. Okay, next simplify this one. So what we are getting? Tan inverse of, okay, numerator LCM. What is the numerator LCM? 17 into 23. The numerator LCM becomes 390. 1. Okay, so therefore here 23 into 6 multiplied, we are getting 138 plus 17 into 11, that is what here 187. Okay, then whole divided by, again denominator LCM is also what here 391, and again here multiply 391 minus 66, and numerator LCM denominator LCM get cancels, so that we are having tan inverse of 138 plus 187, that is nothing but 325 whole divided by 391 minus 66, that is also what here 325 get cancels, so that this becomes tan inverse 1. So what is the principal value of tan inverse 1? That is nothing but what here pi by 4. Let me consider now 9th example. So prove that tan inverse root x is equals to 1 by 2 into cos inverse of 1 minus x by 1 plus x. Therefore here with the condition that x should be belongs to closed interval 0 to 1. Okay, so now we'll take 9th one. Okay, so to prove this 9th example, we'll consider RHS side of the given expression. So that RHS side is 1 by 2 into cos inverse of 1 minus x by 1 plus x. Okay, so now you know the formula of cos 2 theta in terms of tan as 1 minus tan square theta divided by 1 plus tan square theta. Therefore here if we substituted x is equals to tan square theta, 1 minus tan square theta by 1 plus tan square theta, so that we can convert this one to what here cos 2 theta, cos inverse of cos 2 theta, we can write it as 2 theta. So therefore it's better to substitute x is equals to what here tan square theta. Okay, so let me consider x is equals to what here tan square theta. If x is equals to tan square theta, taking square root on both sides, so what we are getting root x is equals to what here tan theta. If root x is tan theta, therefore tan inverse root x will becomes what here theta. Okay, therefore RHS side becomes 1 by 2 into cos inverse of 1 minus x. What is x here? X is tan square theta divided by 1 plus tan square theta. Okay, so by trigonometry we know that this one is the formula for cos 2 theta in terms of tan theta. Okay, so therefore this becomes 1 by 2 into cos inverse of cos 2 theta. Okay, so you know already the cos inverse of cos 2 theta is what here 2 theta only. Cos inverse of cos 2 theta is 2 theta. So therefore 2 will get cancelled. So what left? Theta. So what is theta here? Theta is here tan inverse root x. Okay, so this is nothing but what here LHS side. Okay, so hope you understood this example. So now let me take now 10th one. So what is the 10th example? We'll see. The 10th one is prove that cot inverse of root of 1 plus sin x plus root of 1 minus sin x whole divided by root of 1 plus sin x minus root of 1 minus sin x, that is equals to what here x by 2, where x should be belongs to open interval 0 to pi by 4. Okay, so we'll consider now 10th example. The 10th one comes prove that cot inverse of root of 1 plus sin x plus root of 1 minus sin x whole divided by root of 1 plus sin x minus root of 1 minus sin x. Okay, so this is equal to what here x by 2 with the condition that x should be belongs to open interval 0 to pi by 4. Okay, so now we'll prove this. LHS equals to what here RHS. Okay, so to prove this, consider LHS side. So what is LHS side? Cot inverse of root of 1 plus sin x plus root of 1 minus sin x whole divided by root of 1 plus sin x minus root of 1 minus sin x. Okay, so now see I am expressing 1 plus sin x in different way. Okay, so I'll consider now 1 plus sin x first. Okay, so 1 plus sin x, this one can be written as in terms of submultiple angle. You know one written as cos square theta plus sin square theta. I am writing this one in terms of submultiple angle as cos square x by 2 plus sin square x by 2. Okay, so you know already sin to x formula. Sin to x formula is what here 2 sin x cos x. Okay, that is multiple angle. Submultiple angle is 2 sin x by 2 into cos x by 2. So therefore sin x can be written as 2 sin x by 2 into cos x by 2. So therefore 1 plus sin x can be written as a square plus b square plus 2ab, that is nothing but a plus b whole square, a plus b whole square. Okay, so similarly 1 minus sin x is also written like this. So again 1 can be written as what here, cos square x by 2 plus sin square x by 2 and minus sin x, that is also written as what here, minus 2 sin x by 2 into what here, cos x by 2. Okay, therefore this expression is of the form a square plus b square minus 2ab. Again therefore we can write it as a minus b whole square. Okay, we can write it as a minus b whole square here. Okay, so therefore we can put root of 1 plus sin x, 1 plus sin x place I am expressing as cos x by 2 plus sin x by 2 whole square, and 1 minus sin x I am writing cos x by 2 minus sin x by 2 whole square. Okay, so therefore LHS side becomes cot inverse of root of 1 plus sin x can be written as what, cos x by 2 plus sin x by 2 its whole square plus root of 1 minus sin x, that is what here, cos x by 2 minus sin x by 2 its whole square. Okay, and whole divided by again 1 plus sin x. 1 plus sin x is also written as what here, cos x by 2 plus sin x by 2 its whole square minus again root of 1 minus sin x. 1 minus sin x again written as what here, cos x by 2 minus sin x by 2 its whole square. Okay, so like this we can write. Okay, so again square and root cancels, so therefore we can have here this one cot inverse. Okay, cot inverse of inside this root and square cancels, so that we can have numerator cos x by 2 plus sin x by 2. Okay, plus cos x by 2 minus sin x by 2 whole square and root cancels, so therefore we can have it as cos x by 2 minus sin x by 2. Okay, then whole divided by. Okay, so whole divided by we can have it as this one, root and square cancels, so therefore we can have cos x by 2 plus sin x by 2, and here it is minus, root and square cancels, minus cos x by 2 plus sin x by 2. Okay, hope you understand this step. And now numerator, you see numerator sin x by 2 cancels, so therefore we can have cot inverse numerator cos x by 2 plus cos x by 2, therefore this becomes 2 cos x by 2 whole divided by denominator plus cos x by 2 minus cos x by 2 cancels, denominator sin x by 2 plus sin x by 2, that becomes 2 sin x by 2. Okay, so therefore 2 cancels, so this becomes cot inverse of, okay, cos x by 2 by sin x by 2, that is nothing but what here, cot x by 2, right? So you know from the property 1 that cot inverse of cot x is x. What is x here? X by 2. So that is what here, RHS side. Okay, hope you understand this example. Okay, let me consider now 11th example. Prove that tan inverse of root of 1 plus x minus root of 1 minus x and whole divided by root of 1 plus x plus root of 1 minus x. This is equals to what here? Pi by 4 minus 1 by 2 cos inverse x, with the condition x is greater than or equals to minus 1 by root 2 and less than or equals to 1 here. Okay, so to prove this one I am considering here LHS side. Okay, so now we'll consider now LHS side of 11th example. Okay, what is the LHS side here? The LHS side is tan inverse of root of 1 plus x minus root of 1 minus x, which is whole divided by root of 1 plus x plus root of 1 minus x. Okay, so if the expression is of the form root of a plus x, and from the previous video remember this one, if the expression is of the form root of a plus or minus x by root of a plus or minus x, that time we needed to substitute x is equals to what here? A cos 2 theta. Okay, if a is there, we needed to substitute x is equals to a cos 2 theta, and here a value is 1, so that substitute x is equals to what here? Cos 2 theta. Okay, so now we'll substitute x is equals to cos 2 theta. Put now x is equals to cos 2 theta. If x is equals to cos 2 theta, then we can have cos inverse x as what here? 2 theta. And this gives 1 by 2 cos inverse x. 1 by 2 cos inverse x as what? Theta. Okay. So therefore LHS side becomes tan inverse of root of 1 plus x. What is x here? X is cos 2 theta. 1 plus cos 2 theta minus root of 1 minus cos 2 theta and whole divided by root of 1 plus cos 2 theta plus root of 1 minus x. 1 minus x, that is what here? 1 minus cos 2 theta. Okay. So therefore we can have this one, tan inverse of root of 1 plus cos 2 theta. This one you know, 1 plus cos 2 theta value is what here? 2 cos square theta. Okay. Minus, and this also you know, 1 minus cos 2 theta. 1 minus cos 2 theta value is 2 sin square theta, and whole divided by 1 plus cos 2 theta, that is 2 cos square theta, plus root of 1 minus cos 2 theta, that is again minus root 2 sin square theta, root of 2 sin square theta. Okay. So therefore we can have tan inverse of, okay, root 2 cos square theta. Therefore this becomes root 2 into cos theta, numerator root 2 into cos theta minus root 2 into sin theta whole divided by root 2 into cos theta plus root 2 into sin theta. Okay. So therefore in numerator root 2 is common, denominator root 2 is common. Therefore root 2 get cancelled, so that we can have numerator cos theta minus sin theta whole divided by cos theta plus sin theta. Okay. So again we still simplify this one. Already you know this type of example is already got over. That is what simplify tan inverse of cos x minus sin x by cos x plus sin x. So in this case we are doing dividing numerator as well as denominator by cos theta. Okay. Divide numerator and denominator by cos theta. Okay. So therefore if you divided numerator and denominator by cos theta, therefore this becomes cos theta by cos theta 1 minus sin theta by cos theta, that is tan theta whole divided by cos theta by cos theta 1 plus sin theta by cos theta, that is what here? Tan theta. Okay. So now this is converted in the form tan inverse of x minus y by 1 plus xy. Okay. Property number 6, that tan inverse of x minus tan inverse y as tan inverse of x minus y by 1 plus xy. We are having RHS part of property number 6. Okay. RHS part of property number 6. Therefore this is written as tan inverse x. What is tan inverse x? X is 1 minus tan inverse of y. What is y here? Y is tan theta. Okay. So what is the principal value of tan inverse 1? The principal value of tan inverse 1 is pi by 4 minus tan inverse of tan theta, that is theta. Okay. So therefore this becomes pi by 4 minus theta. What is theta? 1 by 2 into cos inverse x. Okay. So this is what here? RHS side. Okay. This is equals to what? RHS side. So what I used here? I used property number 6 here. Tan inverse x minus tan inverse y. Okay. Tan inverse x minus tan inverse y, that is what? Tan inverse of x minus y by 1 plus xy. Okay. So here I used property number 6. So this is of the form tan inverse from here. Okay. Tan inverse of x minus y by 1 plus xy, so that we can write it as tan inverse x minus tan inverse y. Okay. Hope you understand this example. So now we'll take next example. So that is what here? 12th one. Okay. So that is what? 12th example. So what is the 12th one? Prove that 9 pi by 8 minus 9 by 4 sin inverse 1 by 3, that is equals to what here? 9 by 4 sin inverse 2 root 2 divided by 3. Okay. So to do this one, consider LHS side. Okay. So 12th example I am going to consider with LHS side of this one. So what is LHS side? 9 by 8 9 pi by 8 minus 9 by 4 sin inverse 1 by 3. Okay, so in this case, can we consider 9 common from numerator as well as 4 common from denominator, so that we can have 9 by 4 common. Inside we are getting 9 is out, so numerator pi, 4 is out, therefore this becomes pi by 2 minus sine inverse what here, 1 by 3. Okay, so you know from the property number 5 that sine inverse x plus cos inverse x. Okay, property number 5, sine inverse x plus cos inverse x is pi by 2. Therefore, using this property number 5, we can write cos inverse x as pi by 2 minus sine inverse x. Okay, with condition here x should be belongs to closed interval minus 1 to 1. Okay, using property number 5. Okay, so therefore here x is lies from minus 1 to 1. This 1 by 3 is lies from closed interval minus 1 to 1. Therefore, I am writing this one as pi by 2 minus sine inverse 1 by 3 as cos inverse 1 by 3. Okay, so what is the answer here? 9 by 4 into sine inverse 2 root 2 divided by 3, right? So therefore, what I am doing, I am converting this cos inverse to sine inverse. Okay, so consider right angle triangle. So this one represents the adjacent side, 3 is the hypotenuse, therefore opposite side will becomes 2 root 2. Therefore this becomes 9 by 4 sine inverse. Okay, definition, cos inverse 1 by 3 can be written as in terms of sine inverse of opposite side root 2 root 2 divided by hypotenuse, that is what here 3. So therefore this is equals to what here, RHS side. Okay, so now we'll go to next example. So 13th one, I am going to consider the 13th example. Okay, so the 13th example comes, solve the following equations. Okay, we are having here solving means what here, finding the value of x. Okay, solve the following equations. Okay, so now let me consider now 13th one, solve 2 tan inverse of cos x. 2 tan inverse of cos x is equals to what? Tan inverse of 2 cosec x. Okay, so let me consider now 13th example. Solve 2 tan inverse of cos x. This is equals to what? Tan inverse of 2 cosec x. Okay, so therefore solving means what here? Finding the value of x. Okay, so therefore I want to, solving means both sides I have to consider. Here it is not proving LHS equals to RHS, we need to find the value of x here. Okay, so now see here 2 tan inverse x. Okay, is it of the form 2 tan inverse x? So therefore we can write a 2 tan inverse x in terms of tan inverse. Okay, from the property number 7. Okay, property number 7, we are having 2 tan inverse x formula as what here? Tan inverse of 2x by 1 minus x square. Okay, so from property number 7, I am using property number 7. So 2 tan inverse x, what is x here? Cos x. So therefore this I am writing tan inverse 2x, what is x here? Cos x. 2 cos x divided by 1 minus x square. What is x here? X is cos x, therefore this becomes 1 minus cos square x. This is equals to what here? 2 tan inverse of 2 cosec x. Right, so now taking tan on both sides, tan of tan inverse theta becomes theta, though that term this becomes 2 cos x by 1 minus cos x square, and this one tan of tan inverse theta, what is theta? 2 cosec x. Okay, so therefore 2 cancels here, then cos x whole divided by 1 minus cos square x, that is nothing but sin square x. Okay, so cosec x we can write it as what? 1 by sin x. Okay, therefore this 1 sin x on both sides cancels. So what we got here? Cos x by sin x. Cos x by sin x is 1. Okay, so that is nothing but what here? Cot x is equals to what? Or you can write tan x is also equal to what here? 1. Okay, so for which value tan x gives 1 as the answer? For 45 degrees. So therefore 1 can be written as tan pi by 4. So now applying tan inverse on both sides. So therefore we can write x is equals to what here? Pi by 4. The value of x is pi by 4. Here also I applied tan on both sides. Tan on both sides. Tan of tan inverse theta, theta. Tan of tan inverse of theta, theta. That is 2 cosec x. Okay. So this is 13th example. So now we will consider 14th one. Solving means finding the value of x. Okay. So now I'll go to 14th example. So what is the 14th example? We'll see. The 14th example is tan inverse of 1 minus x by 1 plus x, that is equals to what here? 1 by 2 tan inverse x with the condition x is greater than 0. Okay, tan inverse 1 by x, 1 minus x by 1 plus x. Okay, so I'll consider now 14th one. Tan inverse of 1 minus x divided by 1 plus x, that is equals to what here? 1 by 2 tan inverse x with the condition x should be greater than 0. Okay, so now here is it of the form property number 7, tan inverse of x minus y by 1 plus xy. Okay, it is the RHS part of property number 6. Sorry, it's property number 6. Therefore, RHS part of property number 6, tan inverse of x minus y by 1 plus xy. Okay, therefore again this is written as tan inverse x minus tan inverse y. So therefore I am writing this one as tan inverse x, tan inverse 1 minus tan inverse y. What is y here? Y is x, tan inverse x. Okay, so what we are having? I am using here property number 6. Okay, what is property number 6? Tan inverse x minus tan inverse y, which is equals to what here? Tan inverse of x minus y by 1 plus xy. Okay, so this one I am having RHS side is there, therefore I have written it as LHS side, tan inverse x minus tan inverse y. Okay, so this is equals to what here? 1 by 2 tan inverse x. Okay, and now what is the principal value of tan inverse 1? That is what? Pi by 4 minus tan inverse x, that is equals to what here? 1 by 2 tan inverse x. Okay, so this is pi by 4, send this tan inverse x that side, 1 by 2 tan inverse x plus tan inverse x. 1 by 2 tan inverse x plus tan inverse x will becomes what here? 3 by 2 tan inverse x. Okay, so 3 by 2 tan inverse x, and send this 3 by 2 this side, this becomes 2 pi divided by 12. 2 pi divided by 12, that is what here? Tan inverse x. Okay, therefore we are having tan inverse x is 2 pi by 12, that is nothing but what here? Pi by 6. So therefore we are having x is equals to what here? Tan pi by 6. So what is the value of tan pi by 6? Tan 30 degree. Tan 30 is nothing but sin 30 by cos 30, that is nothing but 1 by root 3. Okay, so the value of x is 1 by root 3. So this is the 14th example. Okay, so now let me have the 15th sum. Okay, now we'll see the 15th sum. What is the 15th sum here? Sin of tan inverse x. Okay, sin of tan inverse x when mod x is less than 1 is equals to. We should find the value of sin of tan inverse x. Okay, so let me consider now 15th example. Sin of tan inverse x. Okay, so if it is sin inverse x is there, I can write directly this value as here x. Okay, so if it is sin of tan inverse x is there, how to find this value? And now let me consider tan inverse x is equals to what here? Theta. Okay, so tan inverse x is equals to theta, therefore we can get x is equals to what here? Tan theta. If x is equals to tan theta, consider now right angle triangle. So x by 1. Okay, nothing is there means x by 1. Tan theta definition is opposite side divided by adjacent side. Opposite side is x, adjacent side is 1, therefore hypotenuse will becomes root of 1 plus x square. Okay, so therefore if x tan theta is x, therefore we can define sin theta. So the value of sin theta is here what? X divided by root of 1 plus x square, because the definition of sin theta opposite side divided by hypotenuse. So therefore we can write this one as a sin tan inverse x is what here? Theta. Therefore what is the value of sin theta? The value of sin theta is x divided by root of 1 plus x square. Okay, so which option is correct here? The option number D is correct. X divided by root of 1 plus x square. Okay, so now let me consider now 16th example. What is the 16th example? If sin inverse of 1 minus x minus 2 sin inverse x, this is equals to pi by 2, then x is equals to, okay, we should find the value of x. That is what? 0, 1 by 2, or 1 or 1 by 2, 0, or last option is 1 by 2. Okay, so we should find the value of x here. So now I am going to consider 16th example. The 16th example is sin inverse of 1 minus x minus 2 sin inverse x is equals to pi by 2, then find the value of x here. Okay, so we should find the value of x. Now I am sending this sin inverse of 1 minus x to this side, so this will becomes minus 2 sin inverse x, this is becomes pi by 2 minus sine inverse of 1 minus x. Okay, so I am using property number 5 here. Property number 5 is sine inverse x plus cos inverse x is equals to pi by 2. Therefore I can write cos inverse x is equals to pi by 2 minus sine inverse x. Therefore I can write this one as cos inverse of 1 minus x. Okay, I used property number here 5. Okay, so minus 2 sine inverse x, this is equals to what? Cos inverse of 1 minus x. Okay, so I am converting again this sine inverse x to cos inverse. How to convert this one? Considering right angle triangle, x sine inverse of x divided by nothing is there means 1 will be there. Sine inverse is definition of opposite side divided by hypotenuse, x and hypotenuse is 1 here. Therefore adjacent side becomes root of 1 minus x square. Therefore minus 2 keep as it is, sine inverse in terms of cos inverse, this becomes cos inverse of adjacent side divided by hypotenuse. Adjacent side is root of 1 minus x square, hypotenuse is 1, so nothing is there means it will be 1, and this is equals to what here? Cos inverse of 1 minus x. Okay, so again still we'll simplify this one by substituting x is equals to sin theta. Okay, so now we'll take, let x is equals to sin theta will take. If x is equals to sin theta, therefore we can have sin inverse x is equals to what here? Theta. Okay, so therefore substitute x is equals to sin theta, therefore entire value we can convert to cos. Okay, minus 2 cos inverse root of 1 minus cos square, sorry 1 minus sin square theta. So this is equals to what? Cos inverse of 1 minus x. What is x? X is sin theta. Okay, so therefore minus 2 cos inverse, minus 2 cos inverse root of 1 minus sin square x, sin square theta. What is root of 1 minus sin square theta? That is nothing but what here? Cos square theta. And this is nothing but cos inverse of 1 minus sin theta. Okay, and again this one minus 2 cos inverse of root of cos square theta, that is nothing but what here? Cos theta. Okay, so therefore this is equals to cos inverse of 1 minus sin theta. Okay, so next step will becomes minus 2 into cos inverse of cos theta, that is nothing but what? Theta by property number 1 minus 2 theta, this is equals to what here? Cos inverse of 1 minus sin theta. Okay, if theta is equals to cos inverse x, therefore we can write cos theta is equals to what here? X. Okay, so therefore or else apply cos on both sides, therefore we are getting cos of minus 2 theta, this equals to cos of cos inverse 1 minus sin theta, that is nothing but 1 minus sin theta. Okay, cos of minus theta, you know this property, cos of minus theta is what? Plus cos theta. Therefore this one cos 2 theta, this becomes what here? 1 minus sin theta. Okay, again you know cos 2 theta in terms of sine, the formula for cos 2 theta is 1 minus 2 sin square theta. Okay, 1 minus 2 sin square theta is equals to 1 minus sin theta. Therefore both sides 1 get cancels. Minus 2 sin square theta, this is equals to what here? Minus sin theta. Okay, so write it in complete quadratic equation. So what it becomes? 2 sin square theta minus sin theta, and this is equals to what here? 0. Okay, and in these two what is the common thing? The common is sin theta, so inside it becomes 2 sin theta minus 1, this is equal to, or if x into y is equals to 0, we can have x equals to 0 or y equals to 0. 2 sin theta minus 1, that is equals to 0. Okay, so now, so sin theta equals to 0. What is sin theta here? Sin theta is nothing but what here? X equals to 0, or here sin theta again is x, 2x minus 1 equal to 0. Therefore we can have here x is equals to what? 1 by 2. Okay, x equals to 0 or x is equals to 1 by 2. Okay, so we are having option A is 0 1 by 2, option B is 1 comma 1 by 2, option C is 0, and option D is 1 by 2. Okay, so is the which answer is correct? Is the option A is correct, 0 and 1 by 2? So we'll think this one, is it correct or not? Okay, so consider the first expression, sine inverse of 1 minus x. Okay, minus 2 sine inverse x, this is equals to pi by 2. Okay, Okay, if we got the answer, we should not conclude it directly. It is 0 and 1 by 2. Substitute those values in the given expression. If you are getting LHS equals to RHS, then that solution is correct. Okay, if x is equals to 0, because I got x equal to 0 and x is equals to 1 by 2. If x is equals to 0, substitute here sine inverse 1 minus 0. That time I am getting sine inverse 1, and this one minus 2 sine inverse 0. Sine inverse 1. What is the principal value of sine inverse 1? This is pi by 2 minus 2 sine inverse 0. Okay, sine inverse 0 is what here? 0. Therefore 2 into 0 is 0. Therefore this is equals to what here? Pi by 2. So therefore x is equals to 0 is solution of the equation. And now we'll consider x is equals to 1 by 2 also. If x is equals to 1 by 2, you substitute. Are we getting this is equals to pi by 2 or not? We'll see. Okay, so therefore sine inverse of 1 minus 1 by 2. So 1 minus half is half. Okay, sine inverse 1 by 2 minus 2 sine inverse 1 by 2. Okay, so what is the principal value of sine inverse 1 by 2? That is pi by 6. Minus 2 into this also pi by 6. Okay, so that we are getting minus pi by 6. So which is not equals to pi by 2. Therefore x is equals to 1 by 2. This is not the solution of the given expression. Only x equals to 0. X equals to 0 is the solution of the equation. Therefore x equals to only 0. X equals to 0 is only the solution of the equation. Okay, so therefore option number C is correct, not A. Okay, option number C is correct, that is 0. Okay, if this sum is asked in board exam, you should do like this only. If it is asked for 1 marks, you can directly substitute the value 0 and 1 by 2. You find directly the answer x is equals to 0. No problem. If it is asked for 3 marks, and you should solve like this, and if it is comes in the CET question, you just take the expression and they are only giving the options here, and you just go on substituting the option in this LHS part, and you are getting which solution is correct here. No need of solving. Okay, so now the 16th example is over, and now we'll go to 17th one. Okay, so what is the 17th example? We'll see. Okay, the 17th example is here. Tan inverse of x by y minus tan inverse x minus y by x plus y. This is equals to pi by 2, pi by 3, pi by 4, and last answer is minus 3 pi by 4. Okay, so what is the sum here? Tan inverse of 17th example I am going to consider. Tan inverse of x by y minus tan inverse x minus y divided by x plus y. Okay, so this value I wanted to find here. This is equals to they have asked. Okay, so and what is the formula here? Tan inverse x minus tan inverse y. So can we apply tan inverse x minus tan inverse y formula? Yes, by property number 6. Okay, so therefore we can apply tan inverse of x minus y formula. Tan inverse of x minus y by 1 plus xy. Therefore x minus y, x by y, x minus y. What is y? X minus y by x plus y whole divided by 1 plus xy. What is x? X by y. What is y? X minus y by x plus y. Okay, so therefore we are getting tan inverse of numerator LCM. What is the numerator LCM? Y into x plus y, and here it is multiplied with x into x plus y minus, and this is multiplied with y into x minus y, and whole divided by denominator LCM is also y into x plus y, and this one is multiplied with y into x plus y and plus x into x minus y. Okay, so therefore denominator LCM, numerator LCM get cancels. Okay, so therefore we are having tan inverse of, simplify the numerator becomes x square plus xy minus xy plus y square whole divided by, multiply this also, x into y into y is y square plus x into x is x square, and x into minus y is minus xy. Okay, so numerator you see plus xy minus xy get cancels. Okay, and denominator also plus xy minus xy get cancels, so that we are having tan inverse of numerator is x square plus y square divided by x square plus y square. Okay, so if x square plus y square get cancels, we are getting tan inverse 1. Okay, so what is the value of tan inverse 1? The principal value of tan inverse 1, that is pi by 4. Therefore, this answer is equals to what here? Pi by 4. Okay, so now with this we'll come to end of this topic. Okay, whole inverse trigonometric functions is finished now. Okay, so whatever the doubt is there in this topic, please WhatsApp me and I will clarify your doubts. And we'll see what all the common errors and mistakes you are doing in this topic. Okay, so if they have given sine inverse x, okay, sine inverse x is a function and it is never be equal to 1 by sine x. Okay, sine inverse x is never be equals to sine 1 by sine x. In fact, this 1 by sine x is equals to sine x its power minus 1. Okay, and this is correct. Sine x to the power minus 1 is there. You can write 1 by sine x. You don't write sine inverse x is never be equal to 1 by sine x. And similarly, cos inverse x is also never be equal to 1 by cos x. And this is different function. This is different function. Make sure that. Okay. And also, if they have given sine inverse x is equals to sine inverse 0, okay, if they have given sine inverse x is equals to sine inverse 0, don't cancel sine inverse both sides and don't write x is equals to 0. Okay, in fact, here we should use the property, that property number 1, apply sine on both sides so that we can have sine of sine inverse x, this is equals to what here? Sine of sine inverse 0. Okay, so therefore we can get sine of sine inverse x is x and this equals to sine inverse of sine 0 is 0. Like this we should do, and never cancel sine inverse here and don't write directly x is equals to 0. Okay, this type of mistake also you don't do here. Okay, and after that, while they are asking to find principal values, okay, while they are asking to find the principal values, you should know about the principal value branch, okay, and range of the inverse trigonometric functions, that we are calling as what here? Principal value branch. You should be having idea about principal value branch, then you can find the principal values easily. Okay, the principal values of the corresponding should be lies from this principal value branch. Okay, so this is very important. And whenever you are using the properties, okay, so let me consider the property number 1. If it is there sine of sine inverse x, so this is what here? X. Here x should be belongs to closed interval minus 1 to 1, and another one sine inverse of sine x is there. This equals to what here? X. Here x should be belongs to closed interval minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. Okay, if you should be knowing this value where your x should be belongs to, this is very important. This interval is very important. If suppose they have given sine inverse of sine 2 pi by 3, okay, find the value of sine inverse sine 2 pi by 3. If you are writing 2 pi by 3, this is wrong, because this is not belongs to closed interval minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. So that what we are doing for this one we are reducing to what here? Acute angle, then we are finding that value. Okay, so don't write directly 2 pi by 3. You should know this x value where your x belongs to. X should be belongs to closed interval minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2, and this the same similar rules will be applicable to all trigonometric and inverse trigonometric functions. Okay, and this is very important. And whenever you are using the property number 6, okay, the property number 6, whenever you are using tan inverse x plus tan inverse y is equals to tan inverse of x plus y by 1 minus xy, make sure that the product of x and y should be less than 1. This is also very important. And another thing here, whenever you are using tan inverse x minus tan inverse y, that time also the product of x and y should be greater than minus 1. Okay, so this is very important whenever you are applying the property, and make sure that whatever the condition is there, in that particular condition only you should apply that property. Okay, and now the weightage of this topic is totally 8 marks. Okay, the weightage of the topic is totally 8 marks. Very simple topic, and if you reached this video, that is very good. If you are not understanding this one, please go with the first video and first to last video. Every video you observe that and make sure the whatever the concept is there, learn that one. Okay, the total weightage of this topic is 8 marks, and out of this 8 marks, 1 mark 1 questions they are asking, 1 mark 1 question fixed, that is from inverse trigonometric functions, and 2 marks questions, 2 mark 2 questions they will ask, 2 marks 2 questions, and 3 mark 1 question will be coming in exam. Okay, so totally 8 marks we are getting. Okay, so this is the total entire concept of inverse trigonometric functions. Okay, with this we are ending this topic, inverse trigonometric functions. Okay, so students, I'll come up with another topic. Until then, take care students. Bye bye. Thank you.